And if you've ever had a bird caught in your house and you observe with little curiosity what the bird does, what you'll notice is that it flies for the window. It's smart. It wants to go for that tree, right? And it does what birds do best, which is, I think, what humans do too. Like we want to get out when we feel stuck. And we go out in the predictable ways that maybe worked at some point to get us unstuck. But what happens when that bird flies at a window? We all know it's that painful experience of hitting its head. You do that enough times, and a couple of things happen. And I think folks can relate to this too, of that poor bird stuck in a kitchen when you feel stuck in an addiction or stuck in a relationship pattern or stuck in just self-criticism. You may try and do it harder. Like if I just fly harder at this relationship or I work harder in a work setting that's actually toxic for me, maybe that will get me out. And that can lead us to just feeling exhausted, right? It can lead us to blaming ourselves. And it also can lead to another pattern, which some of us can get stuck in, which is the very classic psychological problem of learned helplessness, where we just sit on the floor, sit on the kitchen floor of our life and say, there's no way out. There's nothing I can do here. There's no other possibility. I've tried everything, as hard as I can. And that learned helplessness is when we experience the feeling of there's nothing I can do to change, even if change is possible. So as a psychologist, I've been training in and involved in this concept of psychological flexibility for a really long time. And what that bird actually needs is not to fly harder at the same thing, or maybe it could use a little rest, on that kitchen floor, but not to, give up, but to use its energy differently, maybe more wisely. That may be look around behind you, look at your periphery, look in places that you haven't looked before, try new things, and there may be an open door. And that requires you to be flexible in your attention, but then also flexible in your behavior. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't fly. So you can still be the bird that you are, but shift that energy and attention to get out and to free yourself from whatever place you're stuck in. So I think it's a beautiful analogy to highlight how variation and variability is one of the most important things that we need to get unstuck.